Hello. Simon says grab a wrench.
Looking at some front brakes. Now the back pad on this one actually hit metal to metal. It caught the metal right in the middle there and on the edge. We'll see a regular pad. The other pad's thin, normally worn, and should look like that. So there they are side by side. Now we can compare a new pad with the normally worn pad. Now there's a wear indicator. We will have to swap that to the new pads. We'll do that later. Let's first get this rotor off of here. Now if the rotor doesn't just come off, there's a couple of screw holes, just like a rear drum. Now you can see on the backside surface where the pad hit metal to metal, those grooves in the middle. Now let's clean a new one. These new rotors come with probably some oil or some sort of protectant on it. Plus you want to clean off any residual machining material. Make sure these braking surfaces are real clean. I'm just using some spray brake cleaner or denatured alcohol. Now if you put a lug nut on there to hold the rotor, it makes life easier to put this housing on for the brake pads and the caliper. I'll do it a little bit late here, but I'll show you what I mean. Now we need to move the wear indicators from the old pads to the new pads. They're kind of difficult to get off. Of course we want them difficult to come off, right? Make sure we put it on the same end, the lower end. And chances are it won't fit right at first, so we'll have to close it up with some pliers. See, it just falls right off. Now since this is a wear indicator, we want it to stick out a little bit. It's really not sticking out much at all, so chances are we could hit metal to metal before the brake pad wears out. So let's make sure we bend it in a little bit, give it a couple millimeters of wear indication warning. Now I'm putting just a real thin coat of brake lubricant on there. Cuts down on any sort of vibrations or squeaks. Now we need to open up the caliper. You can use a C-clamp here. That's usually a common tool. I like these vice grips because they're a little quicker. Now this is a good example of where the piston caliper seal popped out. It's not really holding down in there, so we got to get that in there. I'm using a really worn out screwdriver. There's no sharp edges. And we just kind of stuff it down in there. I recommend pulling both top and bottom pins, cleaning them off, and relubing them. This way we know they're going to slide properly for a long time. Now it's kind of hard to see, but I'm pressing the brake pedal up and down slowly to get everything set in place. And now we can remove that lug nut off there, put the wheel on, and go do the other side. Be sure and check your brake fluid when you're done. Make sure it's at the proper level. And we thank you for watching.